unbelievable Sea Dragon rocket took at least 8% of the money. The project was going to bring revolution to spacecraft building, and it's still the biggest spacecraft ever built. It's a 150 meters long rocket. Its 23 meters diameter made up a huge amount of space inside to carry loads. Its main purpose was to carry loads to orbit at a low price. The rocket could reportedly take around 550 tons of loads to the Earth's orbit. Why did they build it? The Sea Dragon was first mentioned in 1962. Aerojet Company held some investigations and concluded that there are no technical obstacles to actually build such a cargo carrier. Its main difference of any other spacecraft of that time was the launch procedure. It was to be launched right from the ocean surface. The genius thing is that the Sea Dragon was a completely reusable rocket. There were 2 stages, and each of them had to come back to Earth, or better, save the ocean using special equipment to safely splash to the water. Then both stages needed some repair and preparation to be ready for the next launch. Isn't that incredible? It's as easy as that. They just had to tow out this big thing somewhere in the ocean, remotely launch it, and open champagne to celebrate. You didn't need to build a special platform or launch spot. Just take it to the ocean and leave there. The idea was so good that the government spent billions to build the prototype, and it was actually built. But then something went wrong. Why wasn't it launched even once? Well, these guys from Aerojet Company were great technicians and wonderful engineers, but they lacked communication skills for sure. If they had had the conversation with the military guys or the fellows from NASA before building the many billion-dollar rocket, they would have known that no one actually needed to take 550 tons of loads up in space. The existing aircraft were quite enough for taking satellites to the orbit. The NASA's moon program was already in progress, and it didn't need so huge spacecraft too. So why did they build it? And why they never launched it? At least for fun. No one will ever answer these questions. Flying to Mars on Sea Dragon, why not? Actually, years after the Sea Dragon project was closed, experts agreed that the spacecraft would be a great chance to launch the manned mission to Mars even back in the 1960s. So why NASA was so afraid to send people to Mars? We have a very simple answer. The space race finished in the end of the 1960s, and the US government stopped investing billions to space exploration. Moon landing is still the biggest achievement. In 1963, the US government spent around 2% of federal budget to NASA's projects. In 1966, it was 4%. Hard to imagine actually, but in 1975, it was less than 1%. And there have been 3 years since that time that NASA has got more than 1% of the federal budget. That explains it. NASA failed a manned mission to Mars, which could have happened back in the 1970s, right after successful moon landing, just because they lost interest in space race with Soviet Union. That's pity because we would love to see the Sea Dragon launch, which would be the most spectacular scene to observe. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.